say good day to you this day of your time. How are you all? All right. All right. Thank you. All right. We thank each and every one of you individually and all of you together collectively for the co-creation of this interaction this day of your time. Each and every time you offer us an opportunity to interact with you, we get to experience yet that many more ways that creation has of expressing itself. We would like to begin this transmission, as we have titled it, Amplifying First Contact, with suggestions for what you can do to help accelerate, magnify, and amplify the probability of open contact between your civilization and other extraterrestrial civilizations such as our own. This requires action on your part. And if you are excited and passionate about allowing the contact that you are experiencing with us right now to transform into something more physical, so that we may together become something more than either of us individually can become, then by all means allow yourselves to begin to communicate with different organizations on your planet, with different governments on your world, to let them know that you know we exist, that you know many of us are here, and that you are asking, requesting the idea of disclosing the information that many of your governments already know about our existence in whatever manner is appropriate for your world, but that they do allow themselves to speak openly to some degree of the fact that most people on your planet know that there are extraterrestrial beings that have been with you for generations, thousands of years, that this is not really a secret, even though many people on your planet would like to keep it that way, for fear, for many negative reasons. But you, in your exploration of spirituality, in your exploration of the expansion of your consciousness, in the willingness to become more of who you truly are starting to sense that there is more than just your bodies, more than just your physical minds, and that as you stretch your senses out, you begin to perceive that there are also other consciousnesses all around you in different dimensions who are aware of you and are open to the idea of making contact more solidly, more firmly, if you would only drop all of the assumptions, drop all of the barriers that you create with your belief systems, with any fear-based definitions, and open up to the idea of the existence of other beings more fully, then you will begin with your senses to perceive things that were previously invisible to you, because this is part of the evolution of your species, that you can begin to perceive things you did not know were around you all the time, coming and going. There is a lot of activity right here, right now, all the time, that goes unnoticed by you because your senses are operating on a frequency level that is too low to perceive these things in general. But as you open up, as you follow your passion, as you become more of yourselves, as you expand your idea of what you are as beings, you accelerate the ability of others to communicate with you, because as you become more capable of perceiving them, they will then recognize that you are recognizing them, and they will respond, all of these different beings. and they will interact with you. As you drop the veils between your reality and other realities, as you allow your mind to stretch and overlap and begin to perceive more and more of the other realities that are all right here, overlapping one another, your world will become very different. Space and time will become very flexible, very malleable, and you will be able to experience things that border on the idea of what you typically call magic. For synchronicity will expand, synchronicity will increase, and you will be able to experience exactly what you need, exactly when you need it. This will go hand in hand with more communication from beings on other levels to allow you to know that you are always being given the help that you need. You are always being given the guidance that you ask for, because it's not about asking for more than you're already being given. You are already being given all the help and all the guidance that we can possibly give. So when you ask for a sign, when you ask for assistance, when you ask for help, all you're really doing is asking to open up your own senses to be able to perceive more clearly the help that you're already receiving, because no more help can be given because you're being given everything that we can give. So it's on your side, your end, to be able to perceive the help you're already being given more clearly. Then you will know that you have always been supported, you have always been assisted, you have never been alone. And that will accelerate the idea of living in a reality where you are truly interacting not only intergalactically, but also interspiritually. You'll begin to break down those barriers between the idea of physical and non-physical reality, and you'll begin to know that you never really lose anyone when they die, that death is just a transition into a different state, and that family is always family, and that you will be able to communicate with them much more clearly in much the same way that you communicate with each other in physical reality. As you continue to expand your senses by acting on your highest passion in life, your world will become very, very different, and you will be able to shift your experience of reality through various versions of different parallel Earths that already exist, allowing yourself to guide yourself, to steer yourself through those different versions, shifting through those different versions, more and more and more, becoming and living and experiencing versions of Earth that are already existing and already more reflective and more representative of the world that you prefer, because they will simply be a reflection of the changes you have made within yourself, within your own energy. You never change the world that you're on. You shift to another version of Earth that is already more representative of the change you have made within yourselves. So by allowing yourselves to know that it is a reality that we exist, that it is a reality that you are surrounded by beings from different dimensions, then you will begin in those actions that you take with that knowledge to bring, in a sense, heaven down to earth, to embody that energy, that state of being within yourself that knows that such things are real, that knows that you are a part of a larger community, that knows you are connected to everything you need to be connected to, and in acting from that state of being in everything that you do in life, bit by bit, at whatever rate is comfortable for you, at whatever pace is relevant for you, you will begin to perceive, as we said, more and more and more and more of the things that are around you right now that may be invisible to you at this moment. So do not be surprised, do not be shocked, do not be scared by the different things you will begin to perceive as your senses become more receptive and more sensitive to looking at different frequencies, different vibrations that are representative of other beings and other levels of reality. Do you understand what we are saying to you? All right. Does that sound exciting to you? I believe you. This is the way to amplify contact in your world. You take the actions that are relevant and representative of a state of being that knows, not believes, not thinks, not guesses, but knows that there are other beings with you, that knows that you are connected to the universe, that knows itself fully as an expression of creation. And from those actions and inspirations that come to you in that state of being, will you then accelerate and amplify contact on all levels, not only outward to the stars, but inwardly into all the levels of your own consciousness. And you will see in the reflections of your outer reality more and more of the things that are representative of that state of being, of that certainty, of that knowingness. We thank you for allowing us to transmit this idea to you this day of your time, and we remind you that this transmission is not just the words that you may be hearing. There is energy being given to you right now, frequencies, vibrations of light and electromagnetic energy that are inviting you, encouraging you to match those frequencies, to help uplift you, raise your vibration, and allow you, in doing so, to experience more of the reality in the way that we do, because we know that you can, and we know that part of you already exists on that level, that higher level. All you need to do is relax into that, and you will be carried on the currents of creation to a higher level, a higher plane, as part of your evolution. If you just do nothing but let go and be yourself, those currents will carry you exactly where, how, and when you need to be carried to find and discover more of yourself, and to let go of those things that you now know have nothing at all to do with who you prefer to be. Does that make sense? Yes. All right. Does that sound exciting? Yes. All right. We believe you. In exchange for the gift that you are giving us in allowing us to interact with you in this way, I ask you now, in what way may we be of service to you? You may begin with your questions and dialogue in whatever manner you so desire. And a you good day.
I just want to express my gratitude. I have been following your teachings for, I think, 15 to 20 years now.
All right, our deep appreciation.
From Norway. And I have used many of your permission slips over the years.
All right.
And the last years, maybe the 3-4 years or so, they have really begun to kick in.
All right, congratulations.
Thank you. I haven't really changed very much in my life, like careers and friends or anything in particular, actually. But
are you doing what excites you?
yes, I am.
Well, then why should it change?
No, it doesn't have to change. That was what I came to understand after many years of...
All right, congratulations.
Thank you. And you should probably believe that after 20 years of listening to you, I would finally get to a state with a grandiose question or something, but
Not necessarily, as we said. If you're making statements that are true for you, you don't need to ask questions. The idea is to understand that you can answer all your questions.
I have been able to do so, and your voice is constantly in my head answering most
All right.
of my questions.
We are happy to be used as a permission slip.
Thank you. Now my excitement right now is experimenting on cutting down on the meat consumption actually.
All right, that's fine.
For the last 4 or 5 weeks or something, I haven't
Yes.
eaten any meat.
All right.
Makes my yeah,
Does it feel good to you?
very good, very
All
good.
right. Then you are continuing to do what works for you.
I think so, yes, and my meditations are getting more and more exciting.
All right.
Exciting. You explained excitement as nothing,
Yes,
doesn't
yes.
have to be in dancing around,
Yes.
and this is my kind of excitement.
Yes.
Leading up to maybe a question, I don't know, but
Well, why don't you get to it?
feel maybe that I am a little bit more introvert than the common people that I interact with. And
So?
is that, yeah.
Well, is it the product of a negative belief about yourself, or is it simply natural for you?
I think it is natural.
Are you sure?
I'm not 100% sure, but at
Are
least
you
95.
99%
Yes,
sure?
I am.
All right. Then you can roll with that for the moment.
Yeah, I can. Yeah.
Is there something you wish to ask?
Well, I don't feel any connections to the hybrid program, but maybe I should ask a little question around that anyhow, just for the curiosity. Is that okay?
Yes, of course it's okay to ask. Is it okay if I don't answer you?
Yeah, it's quite okay.
All right. Then
Yeah.
go ahead and ask.
How did I fall for that after so many years? I don't know. It has to be me standing up here, making me a little anxious, perhaps.
Yes.
Well,
The answer is really no, not in the way that most people mean it.
Yeah, that was my...
So, does that answer your question?
It does. A little question about the fall of...
You're not getting any information
No?
on that.
No?
No.
Okay.
We have to allow things to unfold.
Okay. Last one.
The
Final
last one, what?
question.
I thought you didn't have any.
Well, it pops us as a...
Oh,
as a
all
start.
right.
Yeah.
And so,
Pineal gland.
yes, the pineal gland.
Pineal gland. I understand that this is a very important tool.
Yes, well, it produces the NN-dimethyltryptamine, DMT, that allows you to perceive into other dimensions, especially the idea of your dream time and allowance of encounters in other realms and realities.
Yes.
So the idea of focusing on that to some degree in whatever permission slip way you prefer to can increase your ability to perceive interdimensionally more precisely and more often. But it's up to you.
Yes, I have experienced this once, but that was during ayahuasca.
Yes. Again, the teachers of the earth can bring you these abilities, but teach you also that you can achieve these states on your own without the teacher.
Yeah.
So
here I am.
And so here you are, and so are we done?
I guess so.
Then thank you.
Thank you.
Hi, Bashar.
And you good day.
So I have a lot of questions for you.
Well, we will answer a couple of them.
I think so. So first question, your favorite one. Do I have hybrid children?
Do you have hybrid children?
Yes.
Do you have hybrid children?
I would say yes.
Do you have hybrid children? You have 3 that are listening in.
Nice. I'm saying hello to them.
They have already said hello to you.
Good. And can you tell me age of these three?
7, 13, 17.
Thank you. And maybe same question, but regarding my wife. Is there any children of her?
Yes, well, some of the same that you share,
Okay, that's enough.
and others that you don't.
Okay. It's okay.
Where did your minds go with that? Remember that genetic material used in the hybridization agenda is spread around quite a bit.
Yes, but if you mix it with your idea of the big family that every adult is parent to every children, it's quite okay.
Yes.
So next question would be about the Sphinx, because
The Sphinx.
yes,
Yes.
some years ago you have mentioned some probability that we will find something
Yes.
under it, and what is the result?
And
Yep, the question is, what's the result? What was there?
there are records there.
Yeah, and is it discovered already, or is it still hidden, or?
There are people that know about it but haven't told anyone.
Yeah, so it's not public.
Not public, but it has been discovered.
Yeah, is it emerald tables?
No.
No? Okay.
Not all of it has been deciphered either.
Yes.
Most of it has not. But you will find in there records of Atlantis.
Yes.
You will find many of the things that were destroyed in the Library of Alexandria, among other things.
And is there any evidence about the ET?
In a sense, yes, there is talk about beings that actually are references to extraterrestrials, but that may not be completely obvious at first when you read the texts.
Yes.
You'll have to see deeper, as you say, read between the lines.
Yes.
Because there are many references to the idea of extraterrestrial beings that are referred to in your literature as gods. Not that we are, but many of the people back then referred to extraterrestrials that way.
Okay. Next question would be about the mass consciousness.
Mass consciousness.
Yes. Because I don't understand the exact relationship of the unique person. So is there any limitation that you have to wait for mass consciousness to
You don't
make a move?
always have to wait,
Yes.
but there are things obviously you have agreed to abide by in the consensus reality. But they are usually, at this point, relatively basic. You can still experience everything you need to experience that's relevant for you as an individual, even within the mass consensus reality. But there are things you're going to abide by in the mass consensus because that's the general game that you're playing. In other words, look at the mass consensus reality as the concept of playing the game of chess. You do have to follow certain rules in order to be playing the game of chess. But how you play, your strategies, what kind of pieces you use, what they're made of, that's up to you as an individual. So you can have a lot of individuality, but you're still on a chess board playing by the rules of chess. That doesn't stop you from playing the way you need to play. Yes?
Yeah. Yes. And I guess it was my choice to choose this reality.
Of course. Everything is a choice.
And is it coming from the template level?
Well, it's from the spirit level, which includes the template reality, yes.
Yes, and because, I don't like the idea that there is something written that I
It's
cannot
not
change.
meant that way.
Yeah.
It's not meant that way. It's not that rigid.
Yeah. So for example, I can change it in my dream states.
Yes, you can.
Yes.
But this is why this is happening now. It's giving you the understanding that you have more control and more freedom than you've been taught. Now you can change your themes in the middle of a physical life without having to die in order to do it. There are many things now you have the freedom to do if you understand that you have these freedoms, if you start redefining what the reality is to you.
Good.
So there are many more things now that can be done than could be done before.
Yes, so it's more flexible now.
Much more flexible
Yes.
now.
Makes sense.
Yes.
And probably last question. if somebody is incarnated, and you are saying that everything is neutral, the situation, that we are giving the meaning, but you know, when
you are giving it the meaning, that doesn't mean you can't recognize the difference between mechanically positive energy and mechanically negative energy. But that's not a value judgment. It's a recognition that negative energy, negative mechanics is that which disconnects, segregates, gives that experience, whereas positive energy gives the experience of connection, integration, and expansion. These are just mechanical descriptions of the way the energy works.
Yeah, but when a human being starts his life, who is defining the world around? You know
From the spirit, you define and choose the theme. Then, as the physical being, you will play out that theme. How you play it out is up to your free will. But you will play out that theme because that theme defines you as this unique perspective. You are a theme of exploration, of a higher level of your consciousness. But remember, physical reality is a dream.
Yep, so just to have an example, for example, if you eat chocolate, you will die. So, or something like chocolate is not healthy. So who is defining this?
So it may be part of the theme that you have to explore these ideas and find what kinds of reactions you have to these things, because they may be symbolic of a theme you are exploring about what is and isn't relevant for your life, or what is and isn't positive for the theme that you're exploring.
Yes, so it's all included.
It's all included, yes.
Okay.
Does that help you?
Yes, thank
all
you.
All right, well, thank you.
That's it, thank you.
Yes, yes, yes.